Prepare to be baffled by the inexplicable events captured in this chilling footage. From mysterious figures appearing in hospital corridors to floating cities in the sky, these videos will leave you questioning the boundaries of reality. Join us as we delve into each eerie encounter and attempt to unravel the mysteries behind them. Can you find an explanation for these unexplainable occurrences? Watch now and share your thoughts in the comments below. Chinese possessed woman. A strange video that showed an ordinary scene in a shopping mall turned strange surfaced in the middle of 2016. A woman was shopping in an unknown supermarket when something unexpected fell behind her. She turned and put it back on the shelf. She acted quite strangely after replacing the item, almost as if a force outside of her body seized control. The woman screamed again, shaking the store's CCTV camera, while two other customers saw her after she had fallen to the ground and hurried to help her. As a man in black attempted to restrain her, the other onlookers gathered closer. Afterward, they assisted the woman in getting up and escorted her out. Nobody is aware of what transpired next. Giant in Canada. Canadian TikToker Andrew Dawson shared a video of an odd, tall figure atop a Vancouver mountain in April 2022. The video showed a mysterious, tall person sitting atop Vancouver Mountain. Despite the grainy details, Dawson was adamant about the presence of a giant man, sparking a viral sensation and a quest for the truth. As the video amassed millions of views, the plot thickened when Dawson claimed to be intercepted by CIA agents, asserting his right to public land. Subsequent videos depicted helicopters and strange lights fueling UFO theories. But when Dawson called the big sighting a hoax and then had to retract it under pressure, the story took a different path. Tree sprouting water. Imagine yourself going about your business as you stroll through a park, but all of a sudden, you notice something strange. What had initially appeared to be a typical evening walk in the park was something more than science could have ever expected.
Yeah, that's a bit of pressure coming straight out of that tree.
As the man moved closer, he noticed that the tree, which is usually known for giving us oxygen and fruits, was now dripping water like a leaky faucet. Frequently overlooked, the tree shocked everyone by enhancing its CV to include a water feature. Upon closer examination, the man discovers that the water is split like a swimming pool around its base. It is like the tree, having defied the laws of nature, has suddenly decided to become a friendly neighborhood hydrant. What's wrong with this guy's hand? Someone walks up to you and shows you their hand, but it's not just any hand. It's a hand that looks like it's out of a bad dream. Instead of normal skin, the palm of this person's hand is covered in microscopic holes. It's like they've turned their hand into a weird sponge with holes all over, like they're living in an alien world. The doctors don't know what's going on, so it's hard to know if it's a new sickness or a curse or a dummy video. Noah's Ark found in the expanse of Turkey's landscape. An important discovery uncovered by scientists has the potential to change global history. This is no typical discovery. It is buried 5,155 feet below the surface of the Earth. It's what a lot of people think is the famous Noah's Ark. On exploring further, the archaeologists uncovered a treasure trove of artifacts preserved through millennia. Within the huge structure, they discovered remnants of what looked like equipment and rations meant to last a long journey. The precision with which the findings align with the biblical description of Noah's Ark is astounding. Crazy woman outside at night dancing. People familiar with the occult and supernatural know about the dancing Serbian entity, a demonic figure that resembles a woman. What seemed like any other night turned out to be one of the scariest nights of the life of this young woman. The footage shows a middle-aged woman with disheveled hair dancing at night. Mind you, there's no other person on the street, and it's stark at night for anyone to practice their dance moves. The video cuts shortly without concluding what happens to the woman or the cameraman, but it is definitely not normal. Radiation leaves a shadow. This strange video pushes the boundaries of our knowledge of how the universe works. Our shadows are supposed to stick with us, but maybe what we know about it is all wrong. The man leaning against a wall is completely black. Even though everything about the situation seems normal, something strange and unexpected happens. As the man turns to leave, pay great attention to how his shadow lingers, breaking the laws of physics. Weird image. This is another difficult image that keeps coming back. At first glance, it looks just like any other photograph. But when you look at it from another angle, it appears to be a side portrait of the person. Your brain will have a hard time understanding how one person can have two different perspectives on their face simultaneously. Room 209 Ghost. CCTV footage from a hotel in 2003 captured an unusual event. The loud screams coming from what should have been an empty room 209 led staff to investigate. The shouts were captured on camera when a worker got closer to the door.
What's going on, John? There's no one checked into that room. There should be nobody in there.
He stepped inside even though he was advised to wait for the cops. Inside, he found chaos, furniture upside down, torn carpet, and the shower on, but no one there. Then, a spooky shape seemed to slip away down the hall, and the lights flickered. The man left the room looking shocked, and the footage ended, leaving everyone wondering, was it a ghost or just a trick? Strange creature. Jellyfish, as the name suggests, are jellyfish-like creatures with long, stringy tentacles and a gelatinous body that looks a bit like a bubble. Most people are familiar with these characteristics, but one curious hiker recently caught a glimpse of a bizarre and somewhat scary creature deep in the woods. A jellyfish-like creature materialized out of the trees as if it was running away from some unseen threat. The creature's long, stringy, jellyfish-like arms stretched to a length of 4 or 5 meters, and it vanished as quickly as it had come, leaving a mystery as profound as the ocean. Man disappears in Bulgaria. On June 30th, 2014, Isma Tank 28 went to Golden Sands, Bulgaria with friends. After a fight with football fans caused an ear injury, he couldn't fly back with his group. Staying alone in a motel, Maten's behavior turned odd. He texted his mom feeling unsafe and asking to cancel his credit card, mentioning he was being followed. Later, at Varna Airport, cameras showed him rushing out and disappearing into the woods. What he fled from remains unknown, and Maten has not been found since. Strange guests. On the 14th of October 2009, 2 witnesses claimed to have seen a large triangular-shaped object hovering above a hotel they were staying in at the time. The pair reported the strange occurrence to the authorities, and a short time later, 2 mysterious men dressed in black suits visited the hotel looking for the witnesses. This footage from the lobby security camera of the hotel shows the men walking into the building. The men asked to speak to the guests that had witnessed the event, but were told by staff that they were no longer there. The staff members that spoke to the men said that they were very pale and had no eyebrows or eyelashes, and that they looked completely identical. One female staff member even said that they looked as though both men's hair was fake, as if they were wearing wigs to cover the fact that they were bald. The staff member also claimed that both men had very large, deep blue eyes, and that the entire time they spoke, they never blinked once. If you look closely at the footage of the 2 men entering the hotel, you can see the man on the left appears to be having trouble keeping his feet straight as he walks. Dark figure caught on camera. This video was filmed in a hospital in Guadalajara, Mexico. It shows an orderly laughing and joking around for the camera when suddenly a mysterious dark figure walks by the window. As the person holding the camera rushes to investigate, the 2 open the door and head into what appears to be an operating theater. Suddenly, a table begins to move for no apparent reason. The startled pair quickly leave the room, and as they do, the camera holder does a full 360-degree sweep of the room. There's no one else in the room, and no other door that the mysterious figure could have entered or exited from. What was this shadowy figure? Could it have been the ghost of someone who passed away in this very operating room?